Yo, man, it is your boy, SasukeUzumaki, and the homie, Lord Rain Bloodstorm, given me an idea for a suggestion video to talk about for an MK discussion. So basically, as the title screen says, I'm going to be talking about a what-if discussion if the Mortal Kombat characters had Green Lantern power rings. Now, if you guys don't know how the power rings work, Green Lantern, the superhero from DC Comics, basically in his universe or his side of the DC universe, he's a superhero. You know, Hal Jordan, John Stewart. You know, he has the Green Ring, which is why he's called the Green Lantern, and his power is will. The power rings are based on emotions, and each emotion is represented by a different color. So, for example, the red ring represents anger, the orange ring represents greed, the yellow ring represents fear, the green ring, no, excuse me, the red ring represents anger, the orange ring represents greed, the yellow ring represents fear, the green ring represents will, the blue ring represents hope, the indigo ring represents compassion, the violet ring represents love, the black ring represents death, and the white ring represents life. So I'm going to be talking about all nine of those rings, and I'm going to be talking about which characters I think would fit those rings the best. Alright, so starting from the list, from what I put it in order in, I'm going to be starting off with the red ring, which represents anger. There's only one person. The most obvious person who could wear this ring is Scorpion. Scorpion, I think this is obviously probably the best fit for him. I don't think he shows any other emotion outside of anger. I mean, Scorpion is a specter that's out for vengeance. Well, he's not a specter anymore in the MKX timeline. But you know that's all his motivation has been. He's been fueled by anger, you know, since he was manipulated by Quan Chi, and he was tricked into believing that Sub Zero siblings had something to do with the murders of their families, and Quan Chi manipulated him for years and years and years. You know, he had a vendetta against Sub Zero and the Lin Kuei for years. You know, after his wife and son were murdered. And Scorpion's always a pissed off motherfucker. You listen to him fight, he's always mad. You know, in the MKX dialogues, he's pissed off. He talks a bunch of shit to a lot of characters. You know, he's mad. So obviously, the red ring would be the perfect fit for the Ninja Spectre Scorpion. All right, so moving down the list to ring number two, the orange ring, which is greed. Greed. When I come to think about greed, I think the two characters that I could think of that could potentially wear this ring is Kano and Aaron Black. Now, Kano and Aaron Black, they don't. Well, I wouldn't say maybe not so much as Aaron Black, but since he is a mercenary, we're talking about money here. But most definitely, Kano would be wearing this ring because he is very greedy. He has a very strong lust for power and money. You know, I mean, like when he was sent to kill Kotal Khan by Melina, Kano had bragged about the fact that Melina had paid him 50 million, whatever. They never specify how much money or what currency the MK universe uses, but let's just say dollars, to give an example. So let's say $50 million, to kill Kotal Khan. Even though Kotal Khan only offered Kano, uh, I don't know. No. My bad. No, it wasn't 50 million. Kotal Khan agreed to offer Kano $50 million, and Melina offered to pay Kano twice that amount. And Aaron Black, it's kind of the same thing. He's a mercenary, so he works for money. So since his motivation is only money for whoever he works for, I guess he would also fit the orange ring as well for greed. So Kano and Aaron Black are the two characters that I think would fit those rings personally. All right, so rolling down the list, um, we have the yellow ring, which is fear. Now, fear and power kind of intertwine because you have the emotion of fear to be able to. Well, in this case, the yellow ring isn't about the wearer having fear, but it's about the power of the wearer of the yellow ring to fear in other instill fear in others. So I think the characters that would probably fit this is Kotal Khan, Shang Tsung, Onaga, Quan Chi, Shinnok, etc. So I would say that that any characters that have had some kind of world to rule or something like that, like they ruled a realm or something like that, I think that would be the case. So I think some of these characters could probably fit more than one ring on an emotional basis, but this is like a this is an idea like of who I think would fit it best. So I think Kodokan, Shao Kahn, Onaga, they would probably fit the ring the best, probably. Maybe Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. Probably Shinnok could also fit this yellow ring, but when I like I said, when it comes to the yellow ring, I think of more of power, more about power when it comes to instilling fear in others, which is what the yellow ring does. It instills fear into people, so it kind of makes me think like if you fear someone, it's because the individual who wears the ring is powerful. So I think Kodokan, Shao Kahn, and Onaga would probably fit these rings the best when it comes to the yellow ring. All right, so going on to ring number 4, we got the green ring, which is willpower. And I believe that any of the forces of light could wear this ring, but if I had to be more specific, I would say Liu Kang and Kung Lao are probably the two best examples, especially Liu Kang. I mean, Liu Kang, he's been known, for many years in the Mortal Kombat games as the champion of Mortal Kombat. He's the guy who overcomes the evil forces in Mortal Kombat. He's beaten Shao Kahn twice in MK 2011. He defeated Shang Tsung during the first tournament in that game. And in the old timeline, Liu Kang, he was champion between Mortal Kombat 1 and the end of Mortal Kombat 4, up until Deadly Alliance, where he was killed, of course, by Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. But I think any of the forces of light could wear this ring, but I think Liu Kang and Kung Lao specifically could probably wear this ring the best, especially Liu Kang. But if it was just one Liu Kang, because he takes up more of the spotlight than Kung Lao does, unfortunately. So I think Liu Kang would fit this ring the best when it comes to having the green ring for willpower. Okay, so now we got ring number 5, the blue ring, which represents hope. And two characters probably I think could fit this ring the best, and that's Raiden and Fujin. Now Raiden and Fujin in Mortal Kombat X, they defended, well, they were trying to defend Earthrealm, from the Netherrealm hordes of the Onis that Quan Chi and Shinnok had summoned there at Raiden's Sky Temple. And Raiden, he did his damnedest, throughout Mortal Kombat 2011 to really defend Earthrealm from Shao Kahn invading Earth, the Outworld invasion, all of that Raiden had to bear on his shoulders, along with guiding the forces of light with defeating Shao Kahn's forces. Unfortunately, in MK 2011, that leads to Liu Kang dying. When Liu Kang and Raiden cannot agree to a solution with how to deal with the outworld threat. After Raiden received the vision of letting Shao Kahn wanting to merge the realm, that way the Elder Gods will punish him. But Liu Kang's like, no, fuck that. Like, why would you do some stupid shit like that, yo? You're out of your fucking tree. You're out of your fucking mind, sir. Like, homie, if you don't want to kick this nigga's ass, then I got a problem with you, fool. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to get so gangster or use, such vulgar language, but Raiden and Fujin, they are the protectors of Earthrealm, along with having the title of being the gods of Earthrealm. So I think they would fit the ring best for the Blue Ring of Hope. All right, so we got ring number 6. We got Indigo. This one represents compassion. So caring about others, basically. The forces of light, again, like I said before, some characters could probably fit more than one ring, but the characters I kind of think of the most that could really fit this ring is the special forces. Because you think, like in the military, right? You have your comrades, like in the army, like all of you guys, you guys fight as one unit, so I think that because of that, no one member of a team is more important than the other. You kind of like share, you kind of share your triumphs as well as your trials and your failures as one unit. So I think the special forces, would fit this ring best. Sonya, Jax, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Takeda, Cassie, Kung Jin, etc. Yeah, I think I'm missing one. No, Sonya, Jax, Kenshi, Johnny, Cassie, Kung Jin, Takeda. Jackie Briggs, right? Okay, okay, I'm making sure I got them all. But yeah, pretty much the special forces, I think they would fit this ring the best. Since they would work as a unit. They're kind of like this like to me the ring represents kind of like a unit, like as a whole. Like if you care about people, you kind of like you care about a lot of people. It's just not about yourself, but you care about a lot of people. Like again, like I said, some the forces of light could probably fit this ring too. If they care about their allies and stuff. Having that sense of compassion. So yeah, that's what I think. Okay, so almost done with this list. Now we have the violet ring, which represents love, and fittingly, I think the only character who could, well, probably two characters. I think could probably fit this. No, maybe four characters. No, let's see, maybe a few characters I could think of that could probably fit this ring. I would say Liu Kang, Liu Kang, Sonya, Johnny, Takeda, and Jackie could all fit this ring. I was trying to think in my head of what I could put for this list, but since we all have couples here, I was thinking that that would probably be a representation of love, because you have love for your significant other. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would also be a good way to see how the rings would fit. Instead of just one person, but I think the one person who I could think of that would fit the ring the best is probably Kitana, because Liu Kang and Kitana's relationships is often the one most people think of, like when it comes to love in the Mortal Kombat series. Of course, you have now in MKX, you have Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, and at the end, you got Takeda and Jackie. So Kitana, Liu Kang, Sonya, Johnny, Takeda and Jackie Briggs, I think they could all fit those rings for the Violet Ring of Love. All right, here we go. So now we have the Black Ring, which represents death. The Blackest Night Corps. Very good comic, by the way. If you guys haven't read that yet, you guys go check that out. But anyway, so this is probably one of the more obvious ones. One of the more obvious choices for the rings again. So Shinnok, Quan Chi, the Dead Revenants, and maybe Onaga, if you consider his ability to wear his ability to resurrect the dead. So that would be probably another good choice for a character who could fit that ring. So I think Shinnok, Quan Chi, the Dead Revenants, and MKX and Onaga would all be good choices to fit that ring. Since they represent death. It's all about death. Death. Especially Shinnok. He rules the Nether Realm, so he rules over dead beings and dead spirits. In the Nether Realm, he rules over Mortal Kombat's version of Hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's where Quan Chi comes from. He's a demon himself. He's a demon sorcerer himself. And then the Revenants, they're dead, so that makes sense. The Black Ring of Death. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So the emotions will probably be like, grim and loneliness, despair, destruction, things like that. I think would fit the characteristics of one who bears the Black Ring of Death. Alright, and to wrap up this list, finally we have the White Ring of Life. Now, this one's probably going to be obvious. I mean, who else gives life? God, right? So, the Elder Gods in Mortal Kombat, they created the realms when they fought the one being in the old timeline. Like, according to the old timeline in the MK games, the reason why you have 6 realms in Mortal Kombat Deception is because the Elder Gods shattered the consciousness of the one being, and a piece of its consciousness was formed into the realms that you have. So different forms of its consciousness, make up the realms in the old timeline in Mortal Kombat Deception. So for the Ring of Life, I believe the Elder Gods would hold this ring slash the one being, since he's a powerful being himself. You know, so that's pretty much an easy choice for that ring. So, guys, yeah, let me know what do you think of your thoughts about Mortal Kombat characters having power rings? I think that was kind of a cool concept. Like I said, uh, Lord Rain Bloodstorm gave me the idea. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know who would you pick for these rings from Green Lantern. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to give that like button a fatality, subscribe today to join the Ninja Clan, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.